right. So I've got this idea. In my neighborhood, we've got a number of people that are really active on like our email threads and the Facebook pages. Not so much on Nextdoor, but the email threads go crazy sometimes. Sometimes they're like legitimate issues, like dog on the loose. We figure out whose it is because like everybody knows the neighborhood dogs, which ones get out. Fortunately, my dogs have not been called out on that, but my dog likes to visit my neighbors. If I leave the garage door open, that dog is out of here. And then he comes back when I call him, so that's good. I just have to realize he's out because normally he escapes and I forget because it's like 2 doors or whatever. And what he does is he goes and yells at the neighbor and barks a lot at him because, I don't know, he thinks their house is his house, even though he doesn't live there. And I'm not sure why that is. These dogs just, I don't understand them at all. But one of the things we've had recently, so the other day, Kaylee and I are on vacation, and this is kind of funny. So we're in the RV, we are traveling to Lake Placid, and we're in the middle of Tennessee at 11 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. Either way, it's evening, and I got a phone call from my neighbor who's going, hey, you've got cameras. He goes, hey, I know you're next door. I got texted or a message or something that there's a car in my driveway and it's a blue CRV and you have a blue CRV. Are you parked in my driveway? Because he's out of town in New Mexico for a while. And I go, no, we're out of town. We're not parked in your driveway. Secondly, we probably would have let you know, just so we don't have this issue. And it was weird. So I pull up the camera. Sure enough, there's a CRV in his driveway. So I confirmed that. Another neighbor helped us handle the issue. So evidently someone was looking for their dog and then they parked in the driveway. Really weird, but even weirder is there was another house on our street that same night. And on the email threads, everybody's talking about this house where there's a Land Rover parked in their driveway. And someone gets out of the Land Rover. They got this all on camera. Someone gets out of the Land Rover, goes into their backyard, and they never see him again. We're not really sure what happened, but the police ended up towing the car as far as I heard. I'm not sure. I didn't follow the rest of this. But it was kind of an odd coincidence that 2 cars, same neighborhood, we're not sure what's going on. And based on the footage of the guy in the Land Rover, we're pretty sure he owned the car he was dropping off. Like, just didn't make sense. The cops were like, the cops didn't say they were looking for him. Just weird. Maybe insurance scam. I don't know. But after a couple of these things, I got to thinking, and I'm like, man, I've got cameras on my house, and they're fantastic. But a couple of, I guess last year, 2 years ago, I'm not really sure now, we got burgled twice in a row. Like, one guy, and then 2 weeks later, the same guy, maybe a different guy, I'm not really sure, burgled us again. Really, really weird. And my cameras did a great job of showing me how he opened our car doors, got in, and took stuff from us. But that doesn't really help me and catch him because I couldn't see who he was. For a couple reasons. I didn't get a face, but I also, it was dark outside. Like, it's just too hard. So one of the things I've been curious if I can do is get a better view on who's entering, exiting the neighborhood when suspicious things do happen. A couple of neighbors have put up on the email thread about suspicious vehicles in the neighborhood. Specifically things like, this SUV came in, parked at our house and left. Did anybody get the license plate? Or one time this happened. The SUV came to my driveway and they burgled us and then went away with our stuff. Did anybody see the license plate? And I've got cameras, but no license plate. And that kind of sucks. Difference between robbery and a burglary. Robbery involves weapons and threats. Burglary, they just took your stuff. You You weren't there. You weren't threatened. No life. They just came in and took your stuff. That's my understanding of it. I hope that's right. So, I've got this idea. I'm getting a Blink camera. And this thing's kind of interesting. I'm not sure if I like these yet or not. I just set up one, but I'm going to play with this. So, it's a battery-powered camera. And it appears that the company's owned by Amazon. And this camera lets you, if I can figure out how to open it, let's see. There we go. And I don't think I broke it when I opened it. That's a good seal. So it's got 2 batteries in it, and it takes video and photos as needed, like when it detects motion, to save. So what I'm thinking is that I can set this out by the street and get a good view. I'm going to hide this in one of my trees and get a good view of the street so that I can get license plates if any issues come up. There's probably a privacy violation in many levels. I don't know. I don't like this idea at all. But it's kind of funny, and I was wanting to see if, anything comes of it. I doubt it, but I'll get nice views of cars going back and forth and back and forth, and all the confused drivers that think our road is a cut through when there's a dead end at the end. The sign even says dead end, but people don't read. So here's the tree where I'm going to end up hiding this thing, and I'm thinking it's going to get hidden right in this little nook. Here's a car passes. We'll kind of see what we got going on, and we'll see if the picture works. Let's just get this out of the way. I'll put that up there, and that should clear our vision. All right, so we got the camera installed. Pretty good. I'm pretty excited with how it looks. I'm not convinced this thing works at all. But it looks good in the 1 second I got to view the picture, because this is what I see when the app comes up. And you can't really see that because the brightness on my phone is too hot. You really got to turn these things down to show them well on camera. But that's what I see when I see the app. Now, I should be seeing my front door and my street. I don't see it. So I'm a little disappointed with this app. I'm a little confused too, because it had been working fantastic for the front door. But we also have a Ring, so I don't know. I just had one, and the front door seemed like I needed an actual video camera that was taking pictures and saving it. But this is really disappointing because I can't seem to view the image. Not that I'm really trying to. I'm just trying to get motion capture and make sure I can get a little bit better ID on some of the vehicles when we do have a problem. Other than that, this video is totally on lockdown. Hopefully nobody gets this except for everybody that, is up in my business. So, hi CIA. Actually, yeah, by CIA, FBI. CIA is international. Sorry, it's the FBI. The FBI is definitely watching this video and watching all the cars at my street, because that's of interest to Larry down at the FBI. I think he definitely watching. You can see, I'm in Austin, Texas. I'm dripping sweat, and I haven't even done anything. I got a drill. I didn't even hammer, and I am soaking wet. It is way too stinking hot outside. Yeah, can't get this video to pull up worth anything. But, I'm going to go check the wife's phone. Maybe I get video. So this is the image we see. It's super grainy. Yeah, there's not really a way I'm going to see a license plate. Well, so this is just disappointing. The image isn't anything near what I need it to be for me to really see anything. That's kind of cool for privacy, but kind of bad because I kind of wanted that image. So this camera just isn't going to cut it. It's way too pixely, and there's just no way that's going to get read. just wish the signal was a little bit better. I'm okay with changing the batteries more often, but yeah, the app just, even though the image, it looks so close, the license plate is fully whited out. Well, so unfortunately, I've been playing with this app and it just isn't working. I've been flipping from Wi-Fi to AT&T. My computer works. I've gotten the videos. I can go to the list of videos and then see them, but the live view doesn't work at all. Like, it's terrible. But that's at least a start. So I got some videos. Unfortunately, the sun is reflecting off the license plates, and it's just kind of blinding the camera. And even then, it's going to be a rare chance I think I get a license plate. Here's the deal. The camera just isn't that good. I don't know how good a camera you need to actually read license plates, but from the distance I'm at, which is about 5 feet, it looks like you need a much better camera. While this is an interesting camera, probably going to remove it from the street and just put it up on the tree aimed at the house. That way it's like whenever we get motion around the front door and the dogs start barking, we can pull up that and be like, no one's, running around the outside of our house. Because it's annoying when the dogs start barking at 3 a.m. because the cat is doing its nightly walk through through our house to wherever that black cat goes. Disappointing. Oh well.